Welcome back to Unrivaled. Today, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we pause to listen, not just to history, but to how Dr. King's words still live in the voices of today's athletes. For these unrivaled players, his message goes beyond a quote or a moment. It's about purpose, responsibility, and using your platform to create real change. Here's what Dr. King means to them.
Dr. King's vision of equality has shaped my vision in sports.
It's opened up so many doors for me. It's allowed me to be unique. It's allowed me to show up as myself with confidence and just empowered us all.
What Dr. King stood for and how unapologetically he stood for it inspired a lot of women in sport.
Dr. King's vision shaped me by showing me that anything is possible, to believe in myself, to have faith, to break the status quo and challenge anything that puts us in a box, and to be fearlessly myself. I hope that my impact will be felt in the next generation.
What Dr. King did for just, whole humanity, and especially speaking for myself, being a woman of color, I think you see it here in Unrivaled. We have literally people from all different parts of the world coming together and, for the same love of, one sport, one game, and that's just the beauty of life and everything that he envisioned, and it's all coming together right now, and it's only gonna get better in the future.
Without Dr. King, I wouldn't be able to probably play basketball and have the rights that I have now. We owe everything to him and his family.
To be able to step on the court every single day and do what I love alongside my teammates is something that's really important for us, and continuing to uplift the game from the women's perspective just for generations to come. We're setting a new standard because of the standard that he set.
We still have a long way to go, and we still have so much to strive for, and you don't want to take that for granted in how far we've come up to this point, but it also is inspiration for the future and what we want to continue it to look like, where there's a world of full equality, justice, peace, and people not being discriminated against. You want all of what he stood for and what he believed in to continue to pay off. The fight will never end. I don't think there's ever going to be perfection in that, so it's just an ongoing fight that we continue to battle every single day.
Incredible words from the women of Unrivaled. Candace, what does Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. mean to you?
Well, there's a quote that has, surfaced online today, and it talks about what Dr. Martin Luther King said about, you are not only responsible for what you say, but what you don't say. And I think that the athletes today, I'm proud because I think we've used our voice, and they continue to elevate the platform of everyone, because I think we represent the communities that we come from, and it's a diverse group. And I think athletes have done a great job of carrying on that torch. As the years pass by, we have to continue to understand the emotions and what went into him being able to continue to fight for equality.
No, I agree. I think that athletes are very outspoken now, and it's not even just now. If you look through history, athletes have had to have this moral stance at different points, because while we're entertaining and playing a sport, we're also living in the world of things that we see happen to our family, our brothers, our uncles, our children. And even thinking about, like, my son goes to Boston U, and that's where Dr. MLK got his PhD from. But I think about universities now as the college football championship. Indiana was just crowned, but I think about HBCUs and the funding and the keeping that storyline, those historical buildings alive. So I just think as we continue to speak out, we have to think about the institutions that fuel these voices and fuel these minds. And so HBCUs are on my mind because they're underfunded, never under-talented. But yeah, let's just keep pouring into those. Spelman is Dr. Bernice King, Coretta Scott King went to those schools. So a lot of our biggest influential people in the community came from HBCUs.
And I do want to say, we have an MLK Day because of Coretta Scott King.
That part.
And because of her continuing to understand the importance of carrying on the message of her husband. And so I know this is a day that honors him, but I think also honoring who he would want honored.
No doubt.
His wife that was there to support him through all of this, and his family.
Yeah, and his family, and that continues to pass on through generations and generations. So many different layers, but incredible to hear both of you guys speak about it too. So happy MLK Day to everybody, and keep using your voice to make change for the better in the world.